In today's video, how this guy got shredded without cardio.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and I got my man Brian DeCosta here.
What's up?
Brian's in town for a bodybuilding show, the Tampa Natural, this weekend, but...
Yeah, some weirdos putting it on.
Well, I mean, you work with the weirdos, so... Takes one to know one.
I guess that makes me want, yeah.
So, what I thought would be interesting to talk about is the approach that you and I have used to get you stage lean this year.
Yeah, man.
You've been very experimental with not only your training, but your cardio over the years.
Very much.
And I don't want to say you're the first person to do this, but Brian is using a method of, I want to say burning calories, because I don't even want to call it cardio, because obviously I'm calling this video Brian Shredded with no cardio, but technically you're not actually going out of your way to do cardiovascular exercise.
No.
So why don't you tell everybody what you're doing to burn calories every day?
I'm walking on a treadmill desk. So essentially I ordered a treadmill desk. I wanted something, I was considering a standing desk. I was tired of just sitting down. And then, you know, while I was considering this, Paul and I were already prepping for the last show I did, which was in Sacramento. And we were doing cardio, incline walking at the gym, and I got really frustrated with, you know, during the depletion days too, like having 2 hours of cardio, just for me. I know every one of your clients, is different, but I was like, I don't want to do that again. So enter treadmill desk. Yeah,
so for those, when he says 2 hours of depletion cardio, before we peaked for a show, I kind of deplete him so that we can like fill you out more aggressively towards the end. So the idea there is we've taken out kind of high intensity interval cardio, which for a while was very popular. But I found that it was too stressful for a very shredded bodybuilder, when the priority should be on your performance with the weights. So he came to me with this idea, and I was kind of intrigued because I'd seen you do some things with like a flak jacket, kind of going for hikes, and I saw that your brain was like, okay, how can I make my calorie burning cardio not miserable, not sitting in a gym? And I myself have been fortunate enough to have a treadmill at my house. So last year when I prepped, all I did was walk at my house, and if I wanted to walk, I could come out here and do a half hour, an hour, and go back inside. It was very didn't interrupt my day very much. So I like this idea. So tell me what your experience was like, and just explain like what this contraption is. So when we first started, I will quickly say, when we started with doing low intensity steady state cardio, incline walking on the treadmill, I was skeptical because up until that point I had this association with, you know, coming as a runner. I was like, I must sweat and all this stuff to effectively burn fat. Well, that idea was trumped when I prepped for Sacramento and I got lean, not as lean as I am now, but so enter treadmill desk because I didn't want to do the cardio at the gym. Basically it is a standing desk. So is it a device that you put under the desk, or does it all one unit? It's one. The treadmill is not like. I'm gonna make him give me some footage. Yeah, you guys are seeing it. It's essentially just a treadmill that wheels under a desk. So if I'm walking, it doesn't seem very conducive to typing. So how does that work? It would seem as though it's not, and at a certain speed, it will become not conducive to typing. Okay. So what's the speed you're using? The special speed's 2 miles an hour. 2 miles an hour? 2 miles an hour. Wait, why'd you call it the special speed? Special. It's like the special bus? Yeah, it's like you're walking, moving a little slow. Okay. Special. No, I didn't call it that. Just like, it's the sweet spot though. Okay. What I found. It's fast enough where you feel like you're doing something, but slow enough where it's not impacting your ability to work. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. So that's, and there's like a leather forearm rest where you can actually type and do things like anything that I would normally do at sitting at a desk, I can do walking, like doing video calls, like owning my own online coaching business. It's like a lot of computer work, and then, you know, editing videos and stuff like that. So literally, Paul, like losing track of time, like I'm sure you have those times where it's like freaking 3 hours goes by, 4 hours goes by. Walking the whole time.
Yeah, and I'll literally do the Bluetooth sync, which there's a Bluetooth sync button on the desk that sends the data to an app on your phone, and I just watch it load in real time. And there's been many a days already where they've been like, oh, okay, I walked 13 miles today. Dang, I need to eat more. And that's like a really good problem to have on prep.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say this about Brian. We did a show earlier this year, and I didn't know how he was going to respond. I wasn't sure once you go through your first prep, and then we discussed, you know, the timeline for you to compete again, which was basically we wanted to do some shows in October, this weekend and next weekend. So what's been amazing is that he has not only stayed lean, but he's gotten leaner just by using this. So it's very real. The idea behind it is, you know, you're burning a lot of calories. Technically, you know, I would consider it almost like a lifestyle client that I have that maybe is like a waiter or works in a factory and is on their feet all day.
Yeah.
I don't have to give them a cardio. They just do their day. So you're just doing your day.
I am, and honestly, man, like heart rate, like is not, like I'm not sweating, like I'm not thinking, like I said, at all, like, oh, I'm doing cardio. It's just like, it's a part of the day.
Yeah, and something that I've talked about before is like on days when I travel, go through the airports, you know, you're on your feet up and down multiple times. I would drop weight without even tracking calories on a weekend. And so I started to correlate that with, oh yeah, because I'm sedentary. Well, you just removed any ability to be sedentary, to the point where he was sitting here earlier and he was like, I need to stand up. Like you almost don't feel comfortable sitting and working now.
Yeah, even standing, and I was saying this to Paul earlier, like in the hotel room, I can't sit. Even standing, I feel like almost antsy, like a little anxious. Like I had a meal, like I feel like I'm not digesting. Why is that? It's like, well, dude, when you're at home, you're like, I'm accustomed now to just like walking all day.
Yeah. So Brian has an amazing YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys, if you don't follow his Instagram, I'm going to put some pictures on here so you go to his Instagram. He's got a huge, amazing Instagram page where he does like daily workout footage. And you might look at that and think, man, this guy's so hardcore. And he is when he's in the gym. But as bodybuilders, our goal is to keep as much muscle as possible, which means the workouts are the priority. The next goal is to get as lean as possible. Well, if we can do that without impacting the workouts negatively, how's your strength been the last couple weeks, months?
Great, man. I did a 4x4 on squats at 365 last week.
Yeah, so what we're seeing here is a really good way to get lean without impacting the CNS. He's not always run down. Sure, he's low calorie. You know, there's times when he's gonna have low energy, issues with like kind of some focus and stuff, but that's a result of the body composition, the body fat, not because we're like doing 3 HIIT cardio sessions a week plus extra cardio plus going to the gym and training hard, right? So this is the real value that I found as a coach, that I've been putting more and more clients through this protocol. None of them have a walking desk, but you know what? I have a feeling people are going to go. I'll put your YouTube channel below. It'll be the first link in the description, guys. So check out his YouTube as well. But like, I think you even said you thought this could be like a trend.
I think it's going to become a trend. I think it's going to become a huge trend.
Yeah. So the Brian DeCosta walking desk coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Taking angel investors now. Let's go.